This 1992 B4C 1LE Camaro lived its first life as a pursuit vehicle for the California Highway Patrol, and its second life as an autocross racer, instructor, and champion. In this video, we'll interview the first owner and the last owner of Cop Camaro to learn more about the story of this rare police enforcement Camaro. We'll also talk about the next chapter for this Camaro as a test bed for new third-gen Camaro performance and cosmetic parts, as well as serving as a camera chase car for productions. This is the first of many episodes to come on the Cop Camaro. My name is Ryan Foss, and I'm a director and producer for the automotive industry. Ironically, I was filming a third-gen Camaro LS build for Motor Trend when I first saw this beautiful third-gen Camaro with a for sale sign on it. However, looking around at all the six-figure builds at George Reese's shop, I thought this car was out of my budget. But at the end of the production day, George pulled in the Camaro from the front of the building, and I couldn't help but ask him the price. I was surprised that this car might actually be something I could afford. Then, George started telling me the story of the Cop Camaro, and I knew that this was a project car I had been waiting for.
It's a B4C 1LE, so basically it's a cop car, and there was only 522 of them, I believe, ever made. It's basically a 350 tune-port injected motor. It's obviously automatic. GM never offered a 5-speed behind a 350. It's got the 1LE brakes, which is off the Corvette, so that gives it definitely a performance advantage.
Some of the requirements of a police package Camaro is a little bit heavier duty suspension than a standard car, which the 1LE met, but we also needed air conditioning. And so the biggest difference between the 1LE and the B4C was the air conditioning that was included with the cars. The Camaro that they had at the Academy, which was the 21st car bought by the department, was one of the Academy demo cars that then became my assigned car, as an instructor. It was so much fun, and the car handled so easily. Just following the cadets. It wasn't like I had to get on the gas, but I'm staying with these guys that are running as fast as they can. And I'm thinking, man, this would be such a cool autocross car. Typically, the department would run the cars to about 95,000 miles. And so when I got this car, it had like 95,400 miles. But I was fortunate to get it, and kind of launched my autocross career, if you will.
Casey went through the motor and did a 383 stroker, and then he did an Art Car 700 R4 in it. It's got 800-pound springs in the front, as far as I know. It's got some 400-pound springs in the rear. It's got a bigger panhard rod and adjustable camber, so those are the things that help at autocross. I bought it for my stepdaughter to drive and teach her how to drive more aggressively and on a closed course, and she did it. Turned out that we ended up using it a lot. It was basically a backup car, and kind of at one point 3 people per event were driving it, and so it has more laps on it than I can even imagine, like any other car that I've even seen, so it's pretty tough.
What George has done with the car, it really makes it look nice now. And then he's got some beautiful wheels on there, the 19-inch wheels that really look nice. And then it looks like it sets a little bit lower, maybe than when I had it. And we got a chance to drive it around the block, and it still runs good. It still runs good. You jump in the gas, and then the L383, just picks up and it starts going pretty good.
The color was interesting because it's originally a black car, and then the CHP did the white doors and roof. And when I got it, it was all black. And I used to have a shop in Missouri, and I had probably 200 of these things, and I've never had a blue one. So this was the opportunity to make one blue, and I did, and I love it. I just love it. So it became blue because I've never had a blue one. This actually is electric blue. It's something that I kind of mixed up myself. It's got a lot of pearl in it. It's not too purple, not too green. Basically, the car to me is worth more than it is money. So when I decided to get rid of it, it had to go to somebody who was going to continue to use it for what I think it's to be used for, is autocrossing, and do some magazine articles on it, and show the world that these third gens still are cool and they can do things. And I had to find the right guy, and it kind of made sense to me that when you were interested in it, it just kind of felt right.
I love this Camaro. I love the color, I love the stance, I love the way the torque throws you back in the seat, and the car handles incredible. While I was down in Escondido interviewing George Reese, I decided to stop by my buddy Corey Holmes' shop and show him my Camaro. Corey and his crew were the ones that built the 3rd Gen Camaro for Motor Trend's CarCraft series. Corey decided to throw the Camaro up on the lift so we could both take a look under it for the first time.
He worked this though, he just folded that in ever so slightly. That's better than we did. It's no pad left. No pad at all.
Oh, all right.
It's metal.
It is metal.
That
No
side
ceramic
too.
left. Oh yeah.
We got nothing.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, resurface these at least.
Yeah.
Oh God, it goes and then it goes down again.
Yeah.
Double edge. Yeah.
Just needs new rotors and some pads.
Oh wow.
Your shifter cable's what's dragging.
I saw that.
Can we just zip tie that up?
Yeah, we can zip tie it up for the night. It's got conies on the front, coney struts on the front. It's got Ride Tech Foxes on the back. Look at this fancy Panhard bar setup. It's fingerprinted like they do on like NASCAR. You know what I mean?
It's got a lot of adjustability. That is cool.
yeah.
They were doing stuff there. That's
Yeah.
one hole. There's another hole. There's another hole. Oh, what the hell? We got the giant holes in the muffler too? Oh,
Oh
man.
yeah, this exhaust is done.
This
right.
thing is breathing.
It's not a bad car. It
Oh, no, absolutely not.
It just needs some attention.
Like any car ever.
These are those finned calipers, right?
Yeah.
We got to set down there, Carl's.
Oh, inside the trailer. This is like our little hidey hole. It's protected by the beehive under the Connex box next to it.
Armed security.
It's where, oh yeah, no, we do have a whole set of your brakes.
Take this one, I'll grab the other one.
This car has been autocrossed for many years and inevitably needs some fixes and upgrades. But overall, I couldn't be happier to have a running and driving project car that already has a lot of great performance and cosmetic upgrades and a rich history. A big thanks to Corey and his crew for changing out the brake pads, putting in some temporary header bolts, and doing some small fixes. So what's next for Cop Camaro? First, I'd like to get the car on the dyno and see its numbers. Phytech has a new TPI kit to upgrade to modern EFI technology, and I'd like to see if we can get some more performance and drivability out of the 383 stroker. At some point, the AC was removed, so I'm looking at Vintage Air's new 3rd Gen Camaro AC kit. The gauges aren't reading accurately, so I'd like to upgrade to Dakota digital gauges. The car definitely needs a new set of rotors and pads, as well as a new exhaust. Interior-wise, I'd love to go through and replace the entire interior with 3rd Gen Camaro parts from Classic Industries and TMI. For now, I'm driving the car around town, going to cruises and car shows, and I'm excited to get it back out on an autocross course. Video to come. I'm also looking forward to strapping the camera rig to the Cop Camaro and chasing cars on the streets and on road courses. If you want to follow along with Cop Camaro's next chapter, go ahead and subscribe to the All Chevy Performance YouTube channel and follow Ryan Foss Productions on Instagram. Lots more 3rd Gen content to come.